Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm and our A through Z playthrough. We have landed on Tyrande today, a character that originally was changed drastically, right? She completely reworked. I went from loving the character to hating the character. But now, you know, she's better than ever in my opinion. She's fantastic after a few more tweaks in there. She went from being able to heal allies and herself with her Q, so you were always looking to heal other people, to now basically Tyrande only heals herself because her heal is so weak. Why would you waste that on an ally when you could just go in and heal yourself up? No problem. But very, very offensive support. She is the sustain classification, though, for quick matchmaking, if that even matters anymore. We've seen that rule being broken all the time. So if you're playing Tyrande, you're guaranteed to go up against a Medivh, a Tassadar, a Zarya, another Tyrande, or the dreaded Abathur. And I remember that was such a pain in the ass when she just got her big rework and she's shooting owls out all over the place. To be an Abathur versus a Tyrande in every single quick match, if you were trying to play Abathur, you were guaranteed a Tyrande on the other team. It was so frustrating. But she's really fun. One of my favorite characters, actually. Hopefully we have a good time today.
I heed the voice of Elune.
God, this character has changed so much over the years. You guys remember when Shadowstalk was a reveal? It just showed you where everyone else on the team was? And I guess it stealthed your team. And then they made it so it healed your team, right? Isn't that a thing, or did I make that up? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on Braxis holdout today, and this is going to be one challenging game. Friendly team, Tyrande, Whisper, Murky, Kerrigan, Chromie, Genji. We have the Chromie to counter the hammer that the enemy team has, but the Zarya to counter the Chromie. The enemy team, Sylvanas, Nazi, Zarya, Sergeant Hammer, and Zera. Tool. At level 1, we are going to go for Ranger. Distance increased Sentinel damage. The further we are away, the more it hurts people. Hitting enemy heroes with Sentinel increases the maximum damage by 3%. This allows us to scale up the damage of our Sentinel quite a bit throughout the course of, throughout the course of a game, if we continue to land them. And considering the enemy team is going to have 4 people focused down here in the bottom lane, we should be able to land a lot of them. Now our Q ability is called Light of Balloon, and as I mentioned, this had its, the way it works, reworked. It used to, I thought that was the stun for sure, used to heal yourself and the player that you decided to heal. Now it only heals the one person. It does have some interesting functionality where if you auto attack, it lowers its cooldown, however, which means you can do a lot of healing if you're in a position where you're already winning, which was what I didn't like about the Tyrande rework, actually. If you're in a position where you're already dominating the enemy game, she feels like she could just carry the crap out of that situation. If you're kind of losing the game and you're not able to jump in and auto attack the enemy team, whoa, looked on the mini map, then all of a sudden it feels like you're doing a lot less healing. That being said, Tyrande basically just heals herself now, though. You might be able to notice that we're getting a lot of cooldown reduction every time we attack, though. We can make that even more if we feel like it. Our W ability is the Sentinel, and when she was reworked, this became her weakest ability. Prior to her rework, it was her strongest ability, so it felt kind of strange that they would change it like that. The reason it was weaker was because of the, it had not only a width nerf, but a nerf to, wait, was that all it was? Was it literally just the width that everyone was bitching about? Now that I've said that out loud, I think that's all it was. We are going to use the Hunter's Mark on Zarya here, but it looks like she is going to get away. I am completely out of mana right as the objective is popping up, which of course is pretty bad. How's Murky doing versus the Nazimbo? Looks like he's doing, yeah, it looks like he's playing Murky. Uh-oh, 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 I didn't look before I left. All right, we're going back to the base. Our E ability is the Lunar Flare. It seemed like after the rework, everything was going to be focused on the Lunar Flare build because it seemed like it was the strongest of the options right as she changed. But again, everything kind of went back to normal with her going mostly for owl snipes across the screen all the time. That's how she was played before the change, and that's how she's played after the change too. We're a little late to join our team down here. Murky put his egg on this side of the fucking wall. What a terrible idea. So every time he wants to go back to lane, he misses a lane of XP because he has to walk over there. What? Just put it behind the wall. Just put it behind the wall, Murky. Is this gonna land? Oh, it's so close. It was so close. Yo, I'll heal you, Kerrigan. I'm sorry. Hold on. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. We'll kind of see. There you go. If you want to go in with that, you can. I'm certainly not going in, though. Sergeant Hammer completely zoning us away from the bottom here. Looks like top lane's fine because most of our team rotated up there to get it. Like I said, this is going to be a pretty challenging game. The Zarya protecting the Hammer, and Hammer just got massive rework. So Hammer's going to be able to siege all day long, basically. But that means Hammer's going to be sitting still a lot, and we can hit her with those owls, already hitting for 300 damage. We have a,
Let us make haste.
I guess, baseline quest now, where whenever we hit, what is it, 10 heroes? No. Every 0 heroes hit, so it doesn't actually fucking tell me anything. I think it's like 8 heroes that we hit. We're going to add 1 application of Pierce onto our Sentinel, which used to be a talent. So just by throwing out owls, we're improving our owls for later in the game, which is pretty cool. I like that a lot. If we are able to consistently land these, we're also going to be scaling up the damage too, as we already talked about. So it's going to be piercing through multiple targets and also dealing extra damage as it goes through. We can get cooldown reduction for this as well, which means if the enemy team does group up, which I mean, this is Braxis holdout, the enemy team's definitely going to be grouped. If they do group up, we're going to be able to punish them even harder with our abilities. Looks like Sergeant Hammer taking a lot of damage. We're going to hit her with the Hunter's Mark as well. The Hunter's Mark is our trait, and this used to be something that was really unique that Tyrande had. The ability to lower someone's armor used to be a lot rarer of an effect in the game. A lot more rare. Is rarer a word? I don't... Used to be a lot more rare. So it was a lot more valuable to have a Tyrande on your team. Nowadays, a lot of people can have that effect. Like, a lot of people. Sylvanas, Nova, more than that. So, it's not as appealing as it once was. But, it's our trait. It has a short cooldown. We can use it often. It allows us to set up some pretty cool burst opportunities if we hit the Hunter's Mark and then stun an opponent right after. So, I'm not complaining. It's just not as special as it used to be. I think we're going to go for True Shot Aura here at level 7. And with that True Shot Aura, we can increase not only our auto attack damage, but the auto attack damage of people around us. That may not sound too appealing to you if you don't know much about Tyrande, but at level 10, we actually have a very heavily reworked heroic ability that allows us to actually deal a ton of damage with our auto attack if we want to go down that route. We don't have to, but if we want to, hey, it's a lot of extra damage. Throw an owl here. There we go. Again, our real goal here is just throwing owls out every opportunity that we get. Is that a hover siege from the enemy team? Looks like he was a little worried about the Chromie burning them down. Sorry for the half sad Kerrigan combos. That means they're half happy too. Right? Isn't that what half sad means? Well, even though Sergeant Hammer may be moving, that hover siege seemed like it was nerfed into the ground, so I'm just going to keep comboing him. Try to focus down the hammer really quickly as she's running away. We may be able to land a owl. Let's see, Sippy Cup's right here, so let's just assume right here. But it looks like Hammer actually didn't go back for the Sippy. We'll give our team a little bit of protection here as Zeratul jumping on the back line. See, I'm trying to be a healer, but if you watch last year's video, I mean, we're just not healing that much. We're really not healing for too much damage at all. Which was hard to adjust to, for sure, right when it happened. And that friendly team is going to be able to grab the objective. Now, I do think that Starfall still has its place. I think Starfall might be really good versus the Zerg wave on this map, too. But Shadowstalk is just so fun. Now, Shadowstalk is going to be affected by the stealth changes that are implemented into the game soon. I don't know when they're... Okay. I don't know when they're actually going to be implemented into the game, but it will kind of be a big deal. Nice! The combo! So, as of right now, the cloak stealth thing, we're still cloaks. Soon people will be able to see our outline if we go into stealth. I think that'll be a big deal. Wow, she decided to go back in after she got out. That's unfortunate. So our Zerg wave's not getting too much value here. I don't even think we're gonna get the keep down, or the fort down, excuse me. Shadowstalk has changed so much over the course of Tyrande's development. Shadowstalk used to be an area of a full map reveal. It would put you and maybe your team, I don't remember that part, but it would at least put you into stealth. That's some fucking mind control, boys. I got you, though. I got you. But it would put your team into stealth and then reveal everyone else on the map. So you could see what the enemy team was up to. Then they actually made it so it was a heal as well for a short time. We're just kind of walking in one at a time and dying here. With a Sylvanas hammer on the enemy team, we definitely don't want to be doing that. But now if we go into stealth, we get an attack speed increase, so we can walk up to people like Sergeant Hammer here and blow them up pretty quickly. With that attack speed increase, I'm actually not sure what it goes up to. I'll check momentarily. We should have used our True Shot Aura there as well, though. Let's make sure we don't walk into that. Auto attack these minions, try to heal up Chromie a little bit. Where'd you go? Ah, it's unfortunate. It was relatively close. It was relatively close. So far, we've landed 22 owls versus this enemy team. So its damage is scaling up pretty well, I would say. It's also getting to the point where it's piercing through multiple enemies now as well. We'll just hit her with that armor reduction so that Chromie combo can do as much damage as possible. Is Zebo running away? We got him. That's it right there. Damn it! Hitting the Sentinel reduces its cooldown by 2 seconds. And this will reduce the cooldown every time it pierces too. So in a perfect world, you can actually land a mass... Oh, I'm so dead. You can actually land a massive amount of owls in quick succession. If the enemy team is grouped up like crazy, like if they got a 5-man death ball squad going on, you're just like arrow through the middle of the whole team. Done. Arrow through the middle of the whole team. I got another one ready. You could just keep taking it off the cooldown. And remember, every time it hits an enemy, it stacks up even more. It's so much fun. But even though I prefer to play Tyrande with this Sentinel mentality, we're always shooting out arrows, always trying to land as many as we can, that's not the only way to play her now. She actually has a really viable auto attack build. She actually has a really viable Lunar Flare build she can do too, and some interesting combinations between the two of those, where you can kind of meet in the middle and do like a hybrid auto attack stun kind of build. This has just always been my favorite way to play her, and it's also the most popular way to play her as well, so it made sense for us to do that today. Our towers are mostly out of ammunition here, and the enemy team is rapidly channeling the objective. I don't think I can help you, baby girl. I'm sorry. We could go in stealth and go try to gank top, but I think we might be better off trying to defend here. Actually, I don't think we're better off anywhere. I'm just going to keep stacking up that owl. Eventually, that might be able to do an alarming amount of damage to that Sergeant Hammer. Now, auto-attacking only reduces the cooldown of our Q ability, which is why it kind of felt like if you weren't winning on Tyrande, it felt bad. It felt like you were losing a lot. I think that's a kill on Zeratul if he stays there. Now, being on the side of the person throwing out those owls, it feels really good. Being on the opposing end of that, like, I know Zebo's going to heal, so I can put this right here, and the odds of it hitting are pretty good unless he sees it coming, right? Okay, he backed up. Being the one doing that is incredibly satisfying. Being the person that was just killed because of an off-screen projectile that you may or may not have seen coming, that's so frustrating. Like, it sucks to die to Tyrande. I can see why people don't like it, for sure. I'm going to try to clean this up, and we can join our team. She was also, I think she was one of the first heroes that also received the treatment for a healing ability where if you heal a stunned target, something happens. If you heal a silenced target, something happens. So, like, she doesn't have cleanse, but she can still interact with crowd control in various ways. I don't think top's going too well for the friendly team. And our lane clear is abysmal. Especially when I miss everything. Oh no, they found Murky's egg. Oh no. I am gonna go for, do we want to do mending? I don't know. I got an owl on the way. Let's see if it'll help. Nope. Tyrande's basic attack healer for 2% of the maximum health. Basic attacks against targets marked with our Hunter's Mark. Heal the attacker for 2% of the maximum health. So our basic attack always heals us? I didn't know it was a two-parter like that. You learn something every day, team. Now, to be fair, I want to be real honest with you. I could have taken that bottom shrine whenever I wanted to. No one was contesting that. I could have stopped all of this from happening. And to be totally honest with you, I 100% should have done that. There's no excuse for that. I fucked up. I fucked up, team. I was thinking about other stuff. I was trying to stop the Berserk camp. I was shooting long-range owls, trying to get fun snipes, but 100% the right play there would have been to stop this fucking mess that we're about to deal with from being a fucking mess that we're about to deal with. And by not doing that, I may have cost us the game. We can come into stealth really quick, though, and just try to burst these down a little bit faster. Keep firing our owls at the Sergeant Hammer because she's a stationary target that's really, really easy to hit. Mind control's happening somewhere. Who the fuck knows why? I could heal up Kerrigan as long as we keep auto-attacking. Pretty decent owl there. Actually, I think I missed everything. Should have been a pretty decent owl. I'm coming. Yeah, I guess I don't have anything to save. I guess there was no reason for me to stay here. So I'm in stealth right now. We should be able to finish off that Sylvanas, no problem. Heal up our Chromie, no problem. We just can't kill the objective, like it just keeps moving. Owl right here. She dodged it, that's fine. The objective's still up. Still up. Alright. Okay. Finally. Top lane's being pushed by a mercenary camp for like the last 10 years. It's not getting too much ground though. Murky's new egg is right here. That's alright. I like that better than his last one. Do we think Nazebo's getting that camp? Possibly. Even if we don't hit something with the owl, it's good to throw him out every now and then just to know exactly what's going on. So for instance, that Nazebo's getting that camp right there. We can go in stealth and we might be able to do something fun about that. At least Murky might be able to do something fun about that. Oh, Genji's coming in too. I like this. I like where this is going. I'm just gonna back up though. Did we get the camp? Not worth. Mind control. That's gonna be the last mind control you ever cast. All right, I got you, Kerrigan. I mean, I did until we got put in this thing. Feels bad, man. With a Genji on our team, we potentially could have bossed there if he was still alive. I think that would have made enough space for us. Nailed it. Nice. Let's just get up these catapults. Try to heal ourselves back up too. Then we can go back in stealth and roam around the map a little bit. This stuff gives you an increased movement speed right now as well. So it increases our attack speed when we come out of stealth, movement speed while we're in stealth, which means we can roam around a lot and do some cool stuff. So her shield won't last too much longer. Nice octograb. Oh my god. There you go. Nice job, Chromie. Nice job. Actually, that was all Murky, wasn't it? Eh, we'll just shoot into her a little bit. The objective is coming up again in 3 seconds, and we are right where we need to be. The enemy team likely coming in to attack us, though, so we'll just get back in stealth. I actually really like this shooting star. Basic attacks periodically cast lunar flares. Gives us free stuns all the time just for auto-attacking, which can be very good at keeping areas controlled. We do need to heal ourselves a little bit back up. Hopefully Genji is making his way up here to help us lock this down. We can go back in stealth momentarily as well. We have vision of everyone there. Genji opening up on that. Sylvanas, we are going to take her down, entering stealth. Oh, he got it. He doesn't even need me. Let's boss. Let's get top and then let's boss. Now, Hunter's Mark on PvE objectives is still really, really good. That's always been really good. In fact, most people that can apply lower armor usually can't apply them to PvE objectives. So we can get through these very, very quickly. Grab this boss. This will push the top lane. We can go recap bottom really fast. Looks like we're already gathering it as we speak. This Zarya suiciding into everyone in our team there. And it's looking like this is going to be a pretty big push for our team. Top lane has something in it. Bottom lane has something in it. Where's the enemy team going to choose to defend? They got to pick one. I personally would choose to defend bottom. Let's see if we can land some stuff on this gazebo. He's probably not going to expect an owl coming from across the map, I would imagine. Looks like he was expecting the owl coming from across the map. Now, we are going to have to deal with this Sergeant Hammer, so I'm just going to jump into stealth and try to get close to the... How did he die? We're going to get close to the buildings. I was actually clipped by something of Sylvanas' that she just threw out randomly, so much for that moment of surprise that I thought I was going to have. We'll try to heal up our Murky a little bit, as he is the big tuna kahuna. Is he jumping in? Are we going to have an octo grab here? It looks like it looks like Kerrigan was trying to land some combos there. I might be able to finish off Sylvanas. All right, I'm going in stealth. Opening up on Nazebo here. Going to try to force him back. We're on the core, boys. We're on the core. Let's get out of that. Looks like we won. Looks like we won. Right? All right. No one's attacking me. Oh, no. Oh, no. Fuck, Roby, you got her. You got her. Oh, jeez. Jeez, I really thought that was the end of the game. Murky, can you do it? Can you be the hero we need? Genji's over here fighting someone. We might be able to... If we can get a kill now, they might not be able to push us hard back into our base. So, good kill there. He just needs to make sure he gets out. I really thought that was the end of the game. The Murky egg is going to be killed. So that's a real death on Murky as well. Okay, I really thought that was the end of the game. We probably didn't focus the core hard enough as a team. That's alright, though. He can get out of there. Oh, if he doesn't do that, no! Ah! You jumped too soon. You have to make him waste his first jump so you can get away. Shit. Everyone on the friendly team is dead. This enemy team has a Sylvanas and a Sergeant Hammer, so anything that's in their way, they can just plow right over. Kerrigan back up for the friendly team, though. We've landed 40 owls this game. It's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. We might be able to keep him at bay. All right, this is when our long-range poke really has to come in handy. We have... Our AoE clear sucks so much. It sucks so much. Zeratil's coming up on the bottom there. It looks like Chromite did spot him. We need to poke at this hammer. We got to get the hammer weak. So every time I could fire it off an owl, we're going to be firing one off at hammer. We are getting cooldown reduction when it pierces through multiple targets. Are we deterring them? Are they walking away? We just hit 3 people. I got you, Murky. We need to be so careful. As I jump in and die. Oh no! Oh no! Why did I do that? I really thought we had it. Come on, Kerrigan! Come on, Kerrigan, get the resets! She missed everything, but it looks like Genji's doing the Lord's work over there. She's attacking a full health Zarya. Just standing there trading into a full energy Zarya. We have catapults almost on the core. Murky is up, but he's feeding the shields even more. Murky is going to be taken down. Catapults are approaching the core. Chromie is still alive. She can clean this up with her W, but we need a shrine. Murky's egg is still in the base, so he doesn't have a forward offensive location whatsoever. We cannot let them get a full Zerg wave. That full Zerg wave is going to push straight for the core. That is a problem. He says, let me go. I believe in you. You just need to get up there soon and maybe have a more aggressive egg placement. Maybe that's the key here. That's an awkward octo grab. I'm just going to fire an owl that way right when I spawn, mount up and try to help. It looks like they're going to contest this. No. Oh, we stopped it. We stopped it. We stopped it. Okay. If we get one more kill, I vote we just go core immediately. Here, let's get this going. Oh, her fucking stasis. Her stasis ruined that. Oh, no. I can't win this fight. I don't win this fight. Team, I don't win this fight.
I'm sorry.
Alright, well, Genji was able to get bottom. They were pinging me like they wanted me to stay on it, but no one was coming to my assistance at all. No one was able to get up there in time. So we're losing bottom right now. Fuck, we lost. Alright. That was actually a pretty close game. That was a pretty close game. There's no way we, even if we wipe the whole team here, there's no way we clean up the Zerg wave, right? I mean, the core's at 100%. They might be able to get some pre-damage on it right now. Murky might be able to delay it, but Sergeant Hammer's dead. Murky's dead. Kerrigan's dead. Genji's not dead, but Genji doesn't have any lane clear because he didn't go for Dragon Blade. Chromie just spawned. She doesn't have any lane clear. I don't have any lane clear. I think this game's over. We can't slow him down, I suppose. But for how long? Zeratul, the one who's been giving our team a lot of trouble, is currently indisposed of. Murky just walking in, soaking up some damage. Trying to keep him at bay, I suppose. That fucking stasis ruined me again. Yo, I'm just trying to stun these people, but I can't do that because they're all stuck in time traps all the fucking time. All right, I'm increasing our attack damage here. Yeah, it's over. GG, that was close. We almost had it. We almost had it. It was a good try.
I want a rematch.
I'm pretty happy with that game. All right, so that is Tyrande nowadays. She plays a lot, actually, like her old Tyrande. She's classified as a same character. She shoots a lot of owls. She heals for less than she ever has. But she's capable of dealing lots of damage. She's capable of dealing a lot of long-range poke and great crowd control. Just sucks that every time I tried to stun, there was a stasis thing on the ground that I didn't notice. But we ended up doing just about as much shielding as Zarya, so I guess she's a sustained character too. I guess that classification makes sense. The build we went for today was the Ranger into the Moonlit Arrows, True Shot Aura, Shadowstalk, Empower, Mark of Mending, and Shooting Star. Actually, I didn't know Mark of Mending healed you every time you auto-attack too. I like that. I like that. That's going to end today's video, boys. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Up next, we're going to be taking a look at Uther, the Lightbringer, in the next episode. See you all then.